Hi there, I'm Andrew McCombe.
And I'm Shaun Fay, and welcome to Melbourne, the fashion, food, sport, golf capital of the world.
In today's show, we're in Melbourne, Victoria. And in the next half hour, we're going to find out why Melbourne is famous for so much more than just its golf. We'll check out the region's most popular 19th hole, visit the world's best sporting venue, speak to IMG's David Rollo about the upcoming Australian Masters and World Cup of Golf, and discover why Melbourne is the home of golf in Australia. Come on, Faye, this is going to be a massive week of golf and fun. Let's get on with it.
Victoria's all mad about their golf, so mad, in fact, that they have a radio show twice a week, and it's hosted by Mark Allen. Mark, welcome to Golf Getaway.
G'day, Shaun. Yeah, nice to be here.
You've got two shows, Chasing Birdies and The Clubhouse.
Yeah, that's right. I really enjoy it. I love doing the golf program. I do the run home here at 11:16 SEN as well, the drive program, but Chasing Birdies on Wednesday nights, that's what got me started. I love doing it. I love talking about all aspects of the golf, and it's not just a set, show every week. Sometimes we mess around, sometimes we make fun of people, sometimes we get serious. It's been a great adventure.
We're down filming some of your Sandbelt courses, famous all over the world, and it's been our pleasure. Yeah. What is it about Victorians that love their golf so much?
I'll tell you what it is, and it's different from just about everywhere in the world. We actually have some golf courses here that inspire people to play. I was lucky enough to get a golf scholarship to Texas Tech a long time ago. And the golf courses that were presented to me at that college, and it was a Division I college, if I was a kid, I wouldn't get out of bed to play. But the courses here in Melbourne, back when I was growing up, we used to have qualifyings at Royal Melbourne. You were putting your hand up because you just wanted to qualify at Royal. You didn't necessarily want to play in the tournament, you just wanted to qualify at Royal Melbourne.
There seems to be golf courses everywhere.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Metro, Huntingdale was great for a long, long time. You go down the Mornington Peninsula these days. Royal Melbourne have got two. Kingston Heath's one of the best golf courses in the world. They're all over the place. Peninsula, what they're doing down there at the moment. I mean, these are golf courses that make you want to get out of bed and play.
Your favourite course?
If I had one to play for the rest of my life, Royal Melbourne Composite, the old routing, not the new routing, the old routing, I'd play it every day for the rest of my life and be happy.
Wow, and it's just a great feeling to be down here and to play golf, and you've got the Masters coming. You've got you've got the World Cup of Golf.
Yeah.
Why does Victoria again seem to nail those tournaments more than anyone else?
I think these days the infrastructure at Royal Melbourne and Kingston Heath in particular, those two clubs, the land that they have and the ability to put on a show, and that's the difference. You get to some courses in Australia, even though they're beautiful, brilliant golf courses, the infrastructure, basically all you're doing is going to watch the golf. We're here in Victoria, we're more likely to put on a show. We want you to come to the corporate facility. We want you to come to our grandstands and watch the beautiful shots in. We want you to go down the driving range, which I think is one of the great parts of going to the golf.
Your best moment in golf?
My best moment in golf?
Be it broadcasting, be it your own personal career?
Personal career, look, I think the first time I played any good was I came fifth in the Australian Open a long time ago, 1992, and that set me on the way. Some good players playing that week. So that was a big moment for me personally. I think most golfers will say the same thing. The first time they actually did something special. My biggest moment in golf, I get to go to Augusta each year, and I can honestly say that when we take people to Augusta for the very first time, when we're sitting in the bus on the way home, and I sit in the front usually, we turn the radio down and I just listen to the stories of people talking about Augusta. That makes me happy every year.
Mark, we have a tradition on Golf Getaway. We're the closest to the pin.
All right.
Could be a little bit tricky in the studio.
Can we make it work?
Can we have a putting comp?
Yeah, let's do it. You and me?
Yeah.
Please.
I've got a course worked out.
Have you? All right, let's go. Let's go.
Well, Mark, I've checked it out. Here's the plan, right? We go past all the stars here, down the stairs, bang, bang, into the bucket.
I know, it's a pretty big bucket, but tough hole all the same.
You've played this hole before?
I've played it a couple of times, funnily enough, and can I give you a little tip?
Yeah.
Don't make the ball bounce on every step. 2 bounces, straight in the guts.
Right, okay, well listen, do you mind if you show me the line?
I'm going to show you exactly what to do here. You ready to go?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's have a look now.
That's unusual. Come on.
My God! Oh my God! You're not going to take that.
Right in the middle of the hole too, I want you to notice. That's very unusual to see go backwards, but...
That's it. Well, there, you must have put backspin on.
Righto. Come on, this is an easy hole.
I might struggle to beat that.
This is an easy hole. Come on.
I might struggle to beat that.
Well, with the putting grip like that, you will. Oh! Oh! Oh!
There it goes!
Bad luck, Shaun.
Mark, thanks for coming on Golf Getaway.
Hey,
Great to have you.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
A trip to Melbourne is never complete without a visit to the hallowed ground, the MCG, or the G as they commonly call it. And Brian Dunlop's going to be our tour guide for the day.
All right, this area here is the area that's used by the cricketers. This room here is used by the batting side. The fielding side uses the room next door. And while the batsmen are waiting to go out and bat, they sit out here.
Gee, they're pretty close, Brian.
Yeah, they are, but then they all play together in the IPL League in India and make a lot of money together, don't they? So yeah, a bit of white line fever takes over, I'm sure. What we do during the cricket season is we take 2 rows of seats out, either side of the aisle. And what it does is it just protects the batsmen from the well-meaning backslappers as they go out to bat. This is done to celebrate the 150th anniversary of the Oval in 2003. And it depicts people and events associated with the ground over those years. It took 10 people 12 months to make at the Victorian Tapestry Workshops. Shows people associated with the ground and sport over that 150 years. Some of them we've got up here in the lights, Dean Jones, also celebrating the time the lights were turned on for the first time. Alongside of him is Alan Border, then David Boone, Steve Waugh, Mark Waugh, Gilly. We've got Tendulkar up there, of course Warney, Dennis Lilly, all those well-known names from Australia, and even good old Merv. Merv Hughes gets a mention up there doing his stretches in front of Bay 13. Well, here we are, the sporting heart of Melbourne, and which we regard to be the best sporting setup in the world, with Rod Laver Arena here right in front of us, the tennis centre just around to the left, which is this indoor court number 2, Amy Park for rugby and soccer further round, and that funny looking building over there was this swimming pool for the 1956 Olympic Games, all here within 15-minute walk of the city. Yep. So, how do you think you played today out there on Royal Melbourne in the weather like it is with those lightning fast greens? How did you cope?
Well, it's a game of 2 halves. You know, it's all won in the top 2 inches. The team that has the ball the most is going to win, or the team with the most points will always win on the day.
Yep.
Full credit to the lads; they played well, and you know it's week in, week out. It's just one. I look at it 1 week at a time, one shot at a time.
Yep. And what do you think about the controversy over the moving ball?
That ball did not move. There was a duck on the 12th. Everyone saw it, I'm sure everyone saw it, and no one mentioned it. And I definitely saw that duck come out of the grass, the long grass, hit it with its foot, whatever you call those things that ducks have, and that's why the ball moved.
Would you care to comment on your performance today, specifically the double bogey that you had on the 13th?
I mean, anyone would have a double bogey on the 13th. That bunker is so deep, it's deeper than my father was, you know, and he's been dead 10 years.
Yeah, Mirror, Adrian from Custom News Limited. Rumour has it Fade's been taking away some of your female fans. Your comment on that, please.
Fade? Nah. No, that's it. That's enough. Well, Fade, the MCG, what an experience. I see they're even growing a bit of grass for us. How about we take some, don't tell anyone, and get back to the golf. We're in Melbourne, we're going to check out the restaurant scene, and I'm lucky enough to be meeting with Ian Curley, food connoisseur and executive chef of the European group. And we're going to show Fade a good time with the food and drink. Come on, Fade, let's go. 545. Ian, you're one of Melbourne's most celebrated chefs. What brought you to Melbourne originally?
I was working in London. I was working pretty hard, and I thought I wanted to do something else. I just thought there must be something else. Everybody was talking to me about Australia. I remember watching a midnight oil video for Beds Are Burning, and it looked really good where they were going through the desert in this truck, and I thought, oh, that seems like a bit of fun. And then, of course, you get to Melbourne. I genuinely thought that when I first heard about Australia, it was all like Crocodile Dundee. Like, you know, I love Melbourne. I think it's a great city.
And you've been here for 22 years.
22 years now. So yeah, and I still love it like it's my first day here. I think it's fantastic.
Ian, why is Melbourne so famous for its food culture?
Well, we do very well food-wise in Melbourne because there's such a great going out presence. We've got quality of life in Melbourne because we've got great weather. A lot of people will meet at a restaurant to go out for dinner, and people tend to enjoy themselves a lot more here because it's cheaper to live. I mean, I know that in Sydney it's a little bit more expensive to live, but we've got such great restaurants, be it French, European, Thai, the whole thing like that, and there's so much choice. We've got amazing Thai restaurants, amazing Japanese restaurants. You know, we're incredibly lucky to have, you know, great weather and really amazing restaurants, whereas I think Sydney is such a beautiful city because it's got the rocks and it's also got the harbour. We don't have all that. We've got laneways and we've got restaurants and great, incredible bars.
Ian, what are the different food experiences people can enjoy at the European?
Well, we're lucky enough to be open 23 hours a day. So we've got breakfast in both places that start all day. You can get coffee, cold-pressed juices, sandwiches. The European's a one-hat restaurant. City Wine Shop, we don't take bookings in there, so people can drop in and drop out all day. We're open till 4 a.m. for food. The supper club, as you can see, will be open till 6 a.m. this morning, and Siglo, our rooftop bar, is open till 4 a.m. So there's no reason why you can't get fed and watered at any time.
Here we are in the Cheese Cave.
Yeah, okay. Now, this is our latest new baby, if you like. We put this in. This part of it's only been open 6 weeks. This is the first underground cheese cave in Australia. It was an empty space, and we thought, why not? Let's spend a lot more money putting cheese in under the ground, and it's good because it keeps it at a good temperature. It's the first one like it in Australia, and we use this space that used to be offices as a function space, and it's great for cheese and wine tasting and great for the staff because they love it. And you're downstairs, you're out of the way of everything, and it's really private.
You've done a bit of TV.
Yep.
Conviction Kitchen was obviously personally very important to you. Tell us about that one.
Years ago, back in Coventry where I came from, I got in trouble with the police when I was really young, and I just thought I made a couple of wrong mistakes, and I thought it gave me an opportunity, Conviction Kitchen did, to say, you know what, we all make mistakes and we all take a wrong turn at different stages. I was very lucky, I enjoyed doing it, but I've also done MasterChef and Yes Chef and the like, and I think it's good that now it's the time of the chef. It's like we're almost now, you know, people recognise us in the street, whereas before they were always like stuck in kitchens or, you know, just working all day, whereas now you get the opportunity to go out and do more different and interesting things. I mean, I do a lot of work with charity and the like, but, you know, luckily I get to play golf as well.
You're a passionate golfer, I hear.
Oh, more than passionate. I'm a golf tragic. I love it. If I don't get out at least once a week, I feel grumpy. I feel like it's not happening for me. So what I do, I make sure that I find time to go and play golf. And you have to find something to get out of the way. I mean, stressful job being in hospitality, but I need to get out at least once a week. And as I say to my missus, okay, it's 5 hours that I'm away, but I'm not going to the casino. I'm not doing anything like gambling away like the fortune or anything. I'm out getting some sort of exercise and walking around. So I always walk. I'd never take a cart. And I need to get out, and you actually need it to clear your head. And where I play down at the National, you're on the coast. It's generally like having a holiday. So you get out there, you can't think about all the restaurants and bars and the food and the coffee and a lot of it. I get out there, and I generally feel like I'm having a day off, and that's good. So and it clears your mind. And you know, I think without it, I wouldn't be the same person.
Well, I believe we're lucky enough to be playing with you at Royal Melbourne next week.
Well, I'm looking forward to that, Dr. Tag, because I love Royal, and I'm very excited about that.
I'm lucky enough to be with David Rollo, head of Golf IMG Australia. David, welcome to Golf Getaway.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here, Andrew.
Now, two big events are coming up. We've got the Australian Masters and we've got the World Cup of Golf. What does it take for IMG to put an event, or both events like that, together?
Look, great through great support of our partners. So the State Government of Victoria, a huge partner of ours on the Australian Masters and also then on the World Cup of Golf, but then equally from our sponsor partners who make it all happen. So we're delighted on the Australian Masters to welcome back Talisker, a single malt Scotch whisky from the Isle of Skye, as our title sponsor. So that event will be the Talisker Masters. And then we're very fortunate of the International Sports Promotion Society, so ISPS Handa is a title sponsor of the World Cup that we announced last week in Japan. So the support of those corporate partners enables us to pull together what we think will be 2 great weeks of golf here at Royal Melbourne.
We've got Adam Scott coming back to defend the Talisker Masters. That must be pretty exciting.
Yeah, look, it was fantastic. He obviously won his first gold jacket last year at Kingston Heath, and obviously to welcome him back not only as a defending champion but also as the Masters champion is fantastic for the event.
He should draw a pretty big crowd after his US Masters win.
Yeah, we'd hope so. And ticket sales are tracking along nicely, and that's a compliment to Adam and what he's achieved this year. He's had a phenomenal year.
He's had a huge impact on Australian golf, hasn't he?
Yeah, look, he absolutely has. I mean, he's carrying the flag obviously from what Greg Norman had done before him, and he obviously referenced Greg when he won at Augusta, but equally some of the other Australian players, Jason Day's had a phenomenal year, particularly in the majors as well. So it's great for Australian golf going forward.
And Matt Kuchar, he's coming back to defend he's not coming back here, but he's coming back to defend the World Cup of Golf title he won 4 years ago.
Correct. So he won the World Cup last time it was played in China. He's come back to defend, and he'll actually come down a week early and play the Australian Masters as well, which is fantastic for the event.
And both events here at beautiful Royal Melbourne.
Yeah, it is. So we're a real privilege for us. I mean, obviously to the members and to the board here, it's a great inconvenience, but hopefully they enjoy seeing some of the best players on their course over 2 weeks. So 35th year of the Masters this year, the first time in its history we've been at Royal Melbourne, so that's a real privilege for us. And this will be the 4th time that Australia's hosted the World Cup and the 4th time it's been played at Royal Melbourne.
And the format of the World Cup's slightly different, isn't it?
So it's changed a little bit this year, so it's primarily an individual event. So golf comes into the Olympic Games in 2016 in Rio for the first time in 112 years. And basically the World Cup format will mirror that of the Olympics. So that'll be great. It'll be 60 players, no cut, probably representatives from 35 countries, and an $8 million purse. It'll be a huge event.
And who are some of the big names that are coming?
Well, we've announced a few players so far. The eligibility cut-off is on Monday, and then the players have another 10 days to commit to the event after that. But so far, obviously, we've announced Matt Kuchar, Thongchai Jadee, the #1 player out of Thailand. We'll announce Graham McDowell tomorrow from Ireland, so he'll come down and play. Matteo Manassero from Italy. So there'll be a really cosmopolitan international field. It'll be really great.
A lot going on for IMG.
Yeah, pretty busy. Our event guys are very, very busy with this event, but it's a privilege to be involved in both of them. And we really hope we've got 2-week festival of golf that the Australian public will come out and support in their masses.
Well, really hope it goes well. Thanks, David, for coming on Golf Getaway.
Thanks, Andrew.
Well, Fade, Melbourne, what a week. What'd you think?
Oh, I loved it. Those 4 golf courses, 4 of the best golf courses in the world. Loved them.
And the food?
Oh, food was pretty good. Ian's Restaurant, European, how good was that?
And the sport?
Sport was pretty good. MCG, that's a sporting icon, mate. I mean, that's one of the best stadiums in the world.
And the people?
People were great. They opened up, they talked to us, they told us all their history, they shared with us a lot of stuff. That was pretty neat.
Wasn't it? Well, there it is. I'm Andrew McCombe.
And I'm Shaun and we hope you enjoyed Melbourne as much as what we did.
For more videos, special offers and information, go to golfgetaway.com.au or like us at facebook.com/golfgetawaytv.
Bye for now.